All right. And I have a student. So I'm here with my student and I'm ready to do the anticipatory set, the thing that excites my students about the lesson, the entrance ticket. So I'm going to make the choice of hitting activities and choosing polls, and I'm going to ask an agree or disagree poll. So this question is going to be in relation to Romeo and Juliet, and I'm going to ask, is young love more powerful than any other form of love? And we're going to make this a yes, no. And we're going to save it because I'm not quite ready to use it. When I do use it, I am going to show everyone the results. And so what this allows me to do is have a pre-made activity just on deck so that as soon as everybody joins, we have something to do. The next thing I'm going to do is be very direct once my students join about what we're going to do for the day. So to do that, I have my content under my classwork tab. So that content I can open right here on my screen and have ready. So my number one piece of content for teaching anything Shakespeare is the website My Shakespeare. So I'm just gonna have it on deck, ready to go. We're reading Romeo and Juliet. Awesome. So what I do is when they get here, I'm just gonna deliver that poll. Let's launch it. There we go. It's live to the class. And while my students are answering, I'm gonna choose to present my screen. And this is where you have choice, y'all. Are you gonna present everything on your screen? Just a window, just a tab? Well, I'm gonna have audio playing. Like I'm gonna have sound and video. So I'm gonna do just a tab, and I'm gonna choose just the tab for Romeo and Juliet. Yeah. That way, I can toggle back and dig through, but the kids only see the Romeo and Juliet website as we work on it. So think about that, y'all. I'm using the tools to effectively deliver the lesson. I use the activities polls over here as my entrance ticket. I talk to my students directly. Just a pro tip on talking to them directly. Make sure their layout. So tell the class, hey, y'all, put your layout on auto. Make sure you find my tile when I'm talking to you because I want them to see me. So after that, I then chose to present my screen, and I chose just a tab so that the audio and the video from this website plays. So I can just switch over. We can do our Romeo and Juliet lesson. We can do the read aloud and listen to it together. And when it comes time to collaborate and to share our ideas about what we learn, check this out. Once again, these activities, I can start a quick whiteboard. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna make an instant Jamboard that me and my class can work on in real time together. Look. So at this point in the lesson, we might be sharing ideas about young love. We might be sharing what we learned about the prologue of Romeo and Juliet. Some of your kids might just be stubborn and put IDK on the page. But these activities are flowing just naturally with a typical lesson cycle. Right here, this is our during and after. This is where we check for understanding. This is where we gather all of the knowledge, and I can just close it because it's a file. It's also putting the file, watch this. I love this. It's putting the link in the chat so you can always refer back to it. The kids can refer back to it. And when it comes time for you to ask questions or for them to ask questions, look, all you have to do is turn the Q&A on. Yes, it's already on. And when it comes time to wrap things up, y'all, you always have the ability to come back to your Google Classroom, and every piece of your Google Classroom, you can copy a link to. So if you're trying to direct them to a specific activity that happens right after the lesson, just paste it into the chat so that you're guiding the learning. The trick here is to master the tools as they apply to your teaching style. If you need kids to look at you and focus on what you're doing, teach them about change layout. Teach them that they can hover over you and pin you to the screen. Teach them that. If you are focusing heavily on presenting video and audio content, you need to master the art of presenting just that tab. And if you have all of these amazing tools that allow you to collaborate and engage with your audience, use them. Whiteboard with your students so y'all can collaborate on the same page. Record the meeting so they can review it later. Turn on the Q&A so they can ask questions. Prepare polls for them so you can engage with them during the lesson. And if you need to break them into smaller groups so that they can have independent discussions, you can use breakout groups. You can teach virtually. You just gotta know how the tools work with your lesson delivery cycle.